Well there, boys and girls. Let's see what kind of crazy we've got ourselves into tonight.
So, Target is removing items from their Pride collection after experiencing violent threats impacting their team members' sense of safety and well-being while at work.
Really? Is that what they told you? And you actually believe the big corporate entity? Whatever happened to eat the rich?
The products in question are centered around trans existence.
Somebody's not being truthful with why we went after those displays.
And look, I understand Target wanting to protect their employees, some of which are trans and queer themselves.
It's been posted on YouTube all over the place that a Target employee stated that they were told to put it in the back corner because it affected their profit margins, because companies now get what I'm calling a woke score. And if they don't pass that woke score, they don't get the monies. They don't care about the employees at all. Just look at Lululemon firing 2 of their employees for stopping a robber. These corporations could care less about you as a person. But then again, I thought the far left were all about taking down big corporations.
But do you all realize what is happening? The fact that people in mass are threatening violence to scare these companies away.
Oh, the freaking humanity. The irony of your entire statement.
From respecting and acknowledging the fact that trans people exist.
Again, being disingenuous, completely telling a half-truth as to why those displays were taken down. But what else would I expect from somebody who's pushing propaganda?
And the fact that conservatives are pairing their attacks on trans rights with scapegoating, falsely calling us groomers and pedophiles.
So I am in Target here in Texas, and I want you guys to see what is being sold in Target for our children, okay? So they have a whole Pride collection, not just for adults, but now it's being offered to children who don't even have a right to even stand for what is right. They're already pushing the agenda to our babies. They have this Be Proud, Being Proud, a Pride outfit for a newborn baby. I just want y'all to see this. It's for kids. I want y'all to see what's going on. They got music. They have albums. They got albums for our children to listen to that talks about girls, liking girls, and closer, let's have a kiwi. This is for kids. It's for children. This ain't for adults. It's for children.
These are the same tactics that were used in Nazi Germany.
You know, calling everyone a Yahtzee has become so watered down that the actual meaning of the word has nothing anymore. It is disgusting and disgraceful that you guys have taken such a once powerful insult and made every little attack against you that word. When you guys were rioting and looting and doing all that stuff for BLM, I didn't call you that. Nobody I know called you that. No conservative went and threw that word around. But whenever the tables are turned on you, all of a sudden, Germany. Amazing.
If you don't see the attacks on trans lives as the early stages of attempted genocide, then you are not paying attention.
You know, I'll bet you're one of those people that said, yes, the shooter in Tennessee was wrong for what he did, but screw them kids. You're misgendering them, and that's violence, and that's wrong. That's transphobic. I bet you're one of those people. Yeah. Screw anybody else's life. Screw a Christian child's life. It's all about you. And that's why we despise your narcissism.
This is eugenics at work.
No, it's not. And how dare you say that it is? Nobody was hurt during those display destructions. I don't agree with people destroying those displays, but nobody was hurt. Get over yourself.
And if this sounds extreme, that is because it is. Trans people are in danger, and we need you to confront the people spearheading these attacks, not run away from them. And this is why I struggle so much with folks telling me to just ignore the hate.
Well, yeah, maybe if you guys would ignore people every once in a while, we wouldn't be in the predicament that we're in now. But hey, you guys decided to take that inch we gave you and run a mile and go after the kids, and now here we are.
A hater is someone who belittles you or makes fun of your outfit or calls you ugly or stupid. I have hundreds and sometimes thousands of people sending me death threats and accusations of being a group and a pedophile just in mass online.
Can you show some examples? Because I'm somebody who demands that people show examples of things, or else I'm not going to believe them. Even 1 or 2 examples would be fine. But hey, it's the internet. I will give you the forever sleep threats, because that happens on a frequent basis. But you're going to get that anywhere you go. But I would like some proof. That would make me feel comfortable.
Matched with hundreds of bills and politicians stripping us of the care that keeps us alive.
Again, I demand proof. I demand you actually crack open one of those bills and show evidence. None of you guys can ever show any evidence of this type of stuff. You say things, but you only listen to the talking heads of your favorite political party. I do not listen to any talking head anymore on either side. So I demand evidence, or else I'm not going to believe you. Now, I do know a lot of those bills go after the giving of puberty blockers to children, which is something I fully support, and a ton of trans people actually support too, because that's damaging to the child. But eradication of the health care for actual trans people, where's the proof?
While calling for the eradication of trans people.
I despise when people take things out of context and they lie on people. I don't care if I agree with the person or don't agree with the person, but what Michael Knowles said was trans ideology. He didn't say the eradication of trans people. He said trans ideology. There's a huge difference. If you are so wrapped up in your ideology that you feel like that statement is a personal attack on you, then maybe you need to reevaluate your life choices.
These are not just haters. These are terrorists.
You guys love to throw those words around, those very, very serious words. The Black Lives Matter protesters, those I would call that word. But what happened to Target? No. The bills that are being passed? No. No. Because I know a little bit of what's in those bills. They're not. They're not what you're making them out to be. So using that word is a very hefty thing to do. But you don't care. You'll fearmonger till the day is long because boy, oh boy, everything has to be about you. It's all love and inclusion unless you're a straight white Christian male. And then all of a sudden, screw those Christian children that got put in a Pinewood box way too early in life. We must think about the trans shooter and his right to be called a she. Oh.
And these people who troll me on the internet say outright that they would kill me if they had the chance or the courage.
Again, where's the proof? Show me proof or it did not happen.
And their heroes are the politicians spearheading the attacks on trans lives.
And if what you say is true, let's just say hypothetically it is. Y'all's heroes were the politicians that were saying to harass all Republican lawmakers and give them no rest. Remember Maxine Waters? All the politicians that were saying that what Black Lives Matter was doing in regards to burning down cities was acceptable, and they supported that. Those were your politicians that you supported. We knocked down a couple of Target displays. Target display compared to burning down of businesses that were in your own areas. Well, not yours. You're a privileged white whatever person. That's a big difference.
And these politicians know that gender-affirming care saves lives.
Horse hockey. That is 1000% horse hockey. Just look at Chloe or any of the other detransitioners out there who are calling this bullcrap practice out. Heck, look at Jazz Jennings and how she is being treated. And how it's come out that she possibly regrets the entire thing. It was done during a hypnotism session, but still, the truth kind of came out, allegedly.
This fact is at the root of their efforts. Trans people do not have the privilege of just ignoring them because ignoring them would cost us our lives.
Buck Angel, Blair White, Marcus, the offensive T-word, and tons of other trans people that I follow on TikTok and YouTube would say otherwise, and they would disagree with you. But then again, those are the types of trans people that you would deem having internalized transphobia, because anytime a LGBT person has a mind of their own and they don't toe the line, like a good little soldier, you know, the kind you like to say that we are, it starts with an N, then they are completely dismissed. And they're seen as dangerous, which they're not.
We do not have the privilege that Target has to erase a piece of ourselves to prevent violence. Folks who are on the receiving end of these attacks see it so clearly. So trust us when we say, stop giving these people the benefit of the doubt. They are not just uneducated, they know the fact.
Hey, I'm glad you at least admit that we know facts. What do you know? Fiction? Falsehoods? Make-believe? Half-truths? Fairy tales?
They are not just conservative, they are hateful and harmful.
You hear that, every conservative LGBT person? You are hateful and harmful. You know, I find it funny that people like me don't give a crap what your gender is, what your sexuality is, any of that stuff. We only started to care when you went after the kids. Funny how that is. Because there have been pride displays all over the place year after year, and did we ever go after them? No. It was only when it was pride merch being targeted towards children. That's when we went after it.
They don't care about children. If they did, they would be fighting for gun control and keeping our planet habitable.
You guys don't care about kids either, because every single super progressive trans person I saw during the Tennessee massacre was saying how transphobic it is to misgender the shooter. You guys don't give a dang about kids either, if we're playing by your game. So miss me with this nonsense.
They don't care about protecting cisgender women. If they did, they would not have overturned Roe v. Wade.
I'm not going to touch the abortion topic, but all I'm going to say is you do know that there are cisgendered women who fought to have Roe v. Wade overturned. Do those women not matter? Do they not count? Do they hate themselves? That's all I'm going to say on this. That's all I'm going to say on this topic. But there are straight women who also wanted Roe v. Wade overturned.
They just care about power and supremacy. So we need to treat these people like the threat that they are. We need these companies and individuals to stand up for us and be on the right side of history.
You know, I can never understand you guys. Is it big corporations bad or big corporations good? Because every time a company does something you dislike, oh, they're bad. You riot, you throw a temper tantrum, this, that, and the third, because they're not doing what you want them to. But if, let's say, that same company were to turn around and do something that you approve of, oh, we need you. We need you to stand up for us, big company. Big company that only cares about you once a year. Once Pride Month's over, it goes back to being the same old, same old. You see how ridiculous that sounds?
Because at this point, it is a matter of right and wrong. Trans people are in danger. Don't just sit back and let us die. It's time to do something. Please do something.
You know, I will keep bringing this up. It's amazing how you say, don't just sit there and let us die. But you guys could have given 2 cares less about the shooting at that poor Tennessee Christian school where small children lost their lives. So miss me with the self-righteous bull hockey. I don't believe you. I don't buy what you're selling. Your overdramatic behavior is stupid to me. I don't take any of you guys seriously. The LGBT people in my life do not take any of you guys seriously. Nobody's calling for the eradication of trans people. Nobody wants you guys to go in a Pinewood box unless you cause harm to kids. If you leave the kids alone, we leave you alone. It's not that difficult to understand. But you don't seem to want to understand. You want to say that everything is against you, everyone's against you, when in reality you've had big corporation, daddy government defending you for years, ever since gay marriage became legal. We give you an inch, you take a mile, and it's starting to become where a lot of LGBT people are sick and tired of all this nonsense. I don't hate gay people. I don't hate trans people. I don't hate anybody in the LGBT. I hate people who target children. That's all I have to say.